Alright guys, so today's video we're going to look at a pair of truly wireless earbuds that looks as close to Apple AirPods as humanly possible without the company getting sued. And the pair we're going to look at are the SoundPEATS TrueAir. Now the impressive thing here is although they look like the AirPods, they don't come with Apple's price. These come in at $46 and actually has some pretty impressive features. Now to start with, they have Bluetooth 5.0, and they even use Qualcomm's 3020 chip, which means you're going to have zero to no lag with watching videos. You don't have to worry about bad connections or drop signals. And then on top of that, you're getting aptX and SBC playback. So you're even getting some of the best Bluetooth quality you can get with a $46 pair of earbuds. Now, as far as the IPX rating, I couldn't find anything on this, but I did see where SoundPEATS answered somebody's question to let them know that it is waterproof and sweatproof. So I would go into this knowing that you can run, exercise, even if you sweat heavily, or if it rains and it would be fine. Just make sure you don't drop them into water. So inside the box, it comes with a USB-C charging cable, which makes me extremely happy that a company can do this for $46 when some of the more expensive brands somehow happen to miss out on this. Now, speaking of the charging cable, battery life, you're getting around 5 hours of individual use while you're getting around 30 hours using the case. This is easily going to get most people through a day, and then with the charging case, it will easily get most people through a whole week. So battery life, again, is really impressive. Now, speaking of the charging case, you have your USB-C charging port on the bottom, and then you have your function button on the front. Now, this is basically what puts them into pairing mode. And then when you pop the lid, you can see your indicator light underneath. Now, when you take the earbuds out, the first thing you're gonna realize is these are some slippery bastards. They're basically, again, like the AirPods. So definitely be careful with handling these because they will slip right out of your hand. Now, as far as your controls, it does have touch control, and I'm happy to say that it controls everything. Here, play, pause, skip tracks forward, go backwards, and even the volume control. Now, the earbuds themselves have that AirPod design as well. So you don't have silicone ear tips. These just sit inside your ear, but they're not blocking your ear canal, which a lot of people actually prefer this because there are a lot of people that I know that do not do well with silicone ear tips. Now, for those that like to use your earbuds individually, you'll be happy to know that you can use either the left or the right, but do know if you do that if you're just using the left one by itself, you only are able to turn the volume down and then go back to the previous track. As to where if you had the right one in your ear, you would only be able to go forward and then be able to turn your volume up. Even though I like the ability to use either one individually, I'm not a huge fan of being limited to only having controls that pertains to which one you're using. Now, as far as the microphones on here, they are also using the CVC technology, which is blocking out all of your external sounds when you're taking calls so that they can focus more in on your voice. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. All right, guys, so here is a mic test using the SoundPEATS TrueAir. I think these pick up extremely well, and I think for $46, most people are going to be happy. And so here is the microphone with a crowd noise being played in the background. So this is what it would sound like if you took a call in public. So now let's move on to the sound quality. If you've never used AirPods before, this is going to be a different type of experience because AirPods just kind of sit in your ear. So when you do not have the blocking of having ear tips, they don't isolate a lot of the sound around you, which basically means you're going to hear what's going on in the environment around you. But also not having silicone ear tips is causing there not to be that bass impact as well. Because if you push these in and hold them in your ear, you can feel the bass. But as soon as you let go, some of that bass presence kind of disappears a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that these don't have bass presence, but it's not as strong as you're gonna get with most truly wireless earbuds that use the silicone ear tips. But I am happy to say that this is still an extremely clean and clear, detailed sounding earbud. So mids and the highs come through very, very well. In fact, it really has an overall natural sound. Mids definitely have its presence. It's always clean, it's always up front, where the treble gets almost to the point of being like really bright and harsh, but it's still pulled back enough that these are easy to listen to without getting ear fatigue. Hearing details and hearing the clarity is very nice on these, although you're still hearing your environment because of the isolation. So overall, the sound signature and the sound imaging actually feels fairly open because of the design. So as far as a listening experience, know that you're going to get a very clean and bright sound with just a little bit of punch. Now, as far as my cons with this, I obviously would like a little bit more bass. I am not the biggest fan of this type of fit just because I prefer the silicone ear tips to have the ability to block out all the outside noises. But I do see where this is necessary for some people, or I just see that some people can't use the other style. But outside of that, this is a really good pickup for $46. And especially with the holidays coming up, a lot of kids that want AirPods just because, well, they're AirPods, this is a smarter buy. This is your ability to find out that, first off, if your kids can even keep up with them or take care of them. This means that you're getting a pair that functions just as well as they do, sounds just as good, if not better, in my opinion, than they do, and you're only paying about a third of the price. But guys, that's my review on the brand new SoundPEATS TrueAir. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.